I might get started. Welcome everyone, I'm Monique Douglas, the Executive Director of Propel Youth Arts. Welcome to the launch of National Youth Week and the KickstART Arts Markets. I would particularly like to welcome the Honourable Robyn McSweeney, the Minister for Youth. I would also like to welcome other representatives from the Department for Communities Office for Youth, Youthbeyondblue with their Look, Listen, Talk, Seek, Help message, Lotterywest, the East Perth Redevelopment Authority and the Dodd Group Scrap Metal Recyclers, without which none of the National Youth Week events would be happening. To begin with, I would like to introduce James, Brian and James from the Woodumba Dance Group to perform a Welcome to Country to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land. We have our arts youth-centric markets, performances, musicians, the Ramita arts workshops, artist talks and some amazing art installations created over a series of arts workshops with young people over the last month. This includes our fantastic retro rocket made from almost all recyclable materials donated kindly from the Dodd Group Scrap Metal Recyclers. This is a significant piece of public art created by young people for young people. We believe this work will have a long life after National Youth Week 211 in various other arts events in the future. The young people, led by artist Lewis Horner, have also created a number of works for the Beyond Blue Chillax Zone.
The concept for the design of the rocket ship, well, the rocket ship came from young Danny's artwork because she designed the original sort of flyer, the KickstART flyer in the website, and it had a rocket on it. And I guess that's where we decided, okay, let's keep that theme going. So that's where the original idea that it was going to be a rocket came from. So from there we did that, and I did that in conjunction with Wol, being that he was going to be the main contributor to making it. So I wanted to involve him as a young person who's making it to be as much involved in the design of it as possible. So we pretty much sat down together and said, well, this is how big we want it. Well, I said I want it this big, and then decided that it has to break down to be moved around. So that pretty much limited our design, or created the design from there. And yeah, I think the design's also limited to what material you're using. So the fact that you're using aluminium, and you can get that shape, bend the aluminium.
Not a thought, not a care for the great
I enjoy working with young people. It's part of what I do as a sort of a career path. You know, I do a lot of work with youth. It's a buzz working with young people because you really see that light or that spark come out in them. Sometimes you can turn a young person's life right around from working with them, and it's just about that, getting them to understand that anyone can be creative. And a lot of young people don't believe in themselves, and don't believe they've got it in themselves to be creative. They think it's something that happens when you're older, which is not true. So getting them to be creative and showing them that they can achieve things, and then for me the enjoyment comes from seeing them open up and seeing their lives light up, going, wow, I did that, and then to be able to put it into a public forum. It's just perfect because you're not just making stuff with them, you're making stuff with them and then putting it out there for everyone to see. So it just gives them that extra confidence and boost and that bit more pride in what they're doing. I've always been involved in art since, as far as I can remember. But to make money, I guess I've worked in more the sort of sets and props side of things. But in the last, say, 5 or 6 years, I've got to the point where I can start just doing more community and public artwork, which is what I really want to do. And sort of, the rocket was chosen to be aluminium just so we could go big and keep it light, because easy to work with, it's light, you can weld it. The panels, they came from the scrapyard. Pretty much everything on the panels come from the scrapyard, so that determined what the material was going to be. So we just bought some thin ply just as a backboard to just screw everything to. So it was quite easy for the young people. We just said, there's a panel, there's a whole lot of stuff. I'll show you how to make a little hole and screw the stuff on, and then I just let them go for it. So we had a couple of young guys who came back and did significant amounts of those panels. So the chill zone is important because it is it's a nice place for people to come and relax. And look, you need somewhere to sit down and watch these great films that Tim's made, and we wanted to create an idea that you're inside the spaceship, so that's kind of what we're going with here. So that's what the panels are about. And then we got these out of an old train prospect of the seats, so they're supposed to kind of look like they're the lounge seating out of the spaceship as well. Finding the space to do it definitely was a challenge. I don't own it. The young people who work here might own it. I just like to be able to help out.
To me, Youth Week's kind of just an expression of what's going around all around the country. You know, basically it's kind of a way that everybody can express what's going on in their home state, and you know, everything from the organisations that are around to the support to the artists, you know, to the musicians, to the, you know, just what's going on. Yeah, for sure. What's the new slogan that they came up with a couple of years ago? Act, belong, commit. You know, it's, you know, acting out, belonging with the group, and you know, there's so much going around in Perth. People say that Perth's so boring, but I reckon if you reckon Perth's boring, you're boring because you're not doing what's going on. So, basically, just started off as a young roadie working with bands and musicians and stuff. Eventually starting my own band, and now studying at WAPA, just, you know, in the music scene and getting around.
Key issues. People don't know what's out there, and what Jeremy was saying, people just think that Perth's boring and they're not really aware of what they can do and where they can do it. I mean, I've found out more about what's out there in the past couple of weeks than I've known the whole time. Very badly. I'm studying youth work at the moment, and the way people see teenagers, see them like walking around Northbridge and stuff at night, and that they're just up to no good, and it's not necessarily the case.
This year we owned it by making a short film about the company that we work with. We both work for Wansley as youth consultants.
Wansley is a organisation working in mental health, and we've just started running our youth group, which is Wide Away. So we've made our own little 2-minute video and entered it in the competition to just basically show everyone what's out there and a little bit about what we do.
Basically just what we're about, you know, so just support and, you know, a social thing for young kids who come from a family with a parent with a mental illness.
Youthbeyondblue is the arm of Beyond Blue, which focuses on young people aged 12 to 25 years of age. And our main messages are: look for the signs of depression and anxiety, listen to your friends' experiences, talk about what's going on, and seek help together. Depression and anxiety are among the leading causes of illnesses and injury for young people. Up to 1 in 4 young Australians experiences a mental illness, the majority which is depression and/or anxiety. Of these, up to 60% don't seek the professional help that they need. The good news is that young people do speak to their friends when things aren't going well, and are great mates to each other when things are tough. As you know, the theme for National Youth Week in 2011 is Own It. This is your chance to get out there and get involved, taking care of your own and your friends' mental and physical health. Look after your mates, and if you are concerned, don't put off talking to a friend who may be going through a hard time.
Personally, National Youth Week is just a week-long great celebration of young people and what they do and what they can do, and really just kind of taking out the stereotypical type of things that people expect young people to do and putting a positive spin on it. So, yeah. Youthbeyondblue are a national partner nationally of National Youth Week, so we have events and activities going on in every state and territory, not only here in WA. In Western Australia specifically, we have 3 main events that we're supporting. The great youth market here today, the film competition, short film competition with Student Edge, and also the hip hop workshop, which is going to be showcased next Saturday as well. Yeah, it's great, so fantastic just to come out here today and see everyone, all the young people getting involved, and I know they've been involved in the day and planning from day dot, and to see it here today with so many people walking through, it's just really great. No, this is my first National Youth Week, so yeah, it's been a great experience and looking forward to many more. I think that definitely there are quite a few people who are engaged and involved locally in their communities. There's definitely the opportunity for more people to get involved, but I think the barrier may be around people just not knowing what's going on, and it's really just people being aware of things like today. They could just be walking past and then next year you know, thinking about it around and knowing about National Youth Week and then going from there. probably just keeping your eyes and ears out and being aware that things are going on, and that if you do have a hobby or a passion, that there's probably something going on out there that can, you can get involved with, that can maybe give you a bit of a leg up and a head start, and yeah, get out there and be involved. Youth Beyond Blue is the arm of Beyond Blue that deals with young people aged 12 to 25. So we raise awareness around and destigmatisation around depression and anxiety, and we do a number of things, not only National Youth Week, but have lots of other partnerships with organisations around getting the message out there that it's okay to talk about depression and anxiety. And our 4 key messages of Youth Beyond Blue are look, listen, talk and seek help together. And yeah, how do I own it? I own it by, I suppose, getting out there and being involved and being here and doing this kind of stuff, because I think it's fantastic, to be a part of it all. So this is me saying, own it to everybody else.
A rocket ship in my backyard, gonna get away from this place. You know, I heard it's not so hard, once I've reached out of space. You to always look up at the stars, so I knew you'd be watching over me. And girl, you gave me your heart, yeah, it's up here with me, 'cause you gave me your heart in a box. Now it's up here next to mine. Now we're a million miles apart, but our hearts will stay entwined. Sailing around the sun for days, just got out of the Milky Way, and I look down to you and I'll wave, even though we're a million miles away, 'cause you gave me your heart in a
program of major events, and it is their vision that you see here today. They did it. So a big thank you to all the planning group members. This year's theme, Own It, invites all young Australians to get involved and show us how they own it. And that can be owning your future, health, wellbeing, environment, and just owning your own lives.
Yeah, my involvement with National Youth Week was with my band Supernova. We played at midday at the KickstART Festival and it was awesome. We got involved with Youth Week. It was word of mouth. Actually, one of the other, like Nick, who does all the production for our music and plays synth and keys, he actually was doing a bit of research on how we could get involved in some community sort of festivals and activities. So he found out about it, and then Johnny also independently found out about it, so we were lucky enough to be involved with it. So my arts background, I've actually studied interior architecture, so I come from a design background and then also music. So we've been with the band for about a year and a half, no, 2 years or so. Like, we've been performing around Perth for about a year, just over a year, and we started writing originals in the last sort of 8 months, and now we're starting to get all our originals up and running, and artsy people, and in this sort of environment is always interesting because you get lots of different, personalities and people that you've got to sort of, and everyone's got different reasons why they're involved in these sort of events. So it's about, I think networking and like meeting new people and just working together as a team to sort of help the community. And there's a lot of volunteers involved and everything like that. So it's important to be friendly, be nice, and just appreciate what we've got here as well, which is good. This sort of thing, and like you can see that this is like fairly fresh and new, and not a lot of people know about it. So I think that's the big thing. Like, there's not a big network of, it's not all connected. It's a lot of independent parties and different people trying to be involved in the arts. So I think the thing to do is just really research, like use social media networking sites to find out about all the current events and just get involved and volunteer. I don't think young people are present and active enough yet. I think we're just starting to see it like this, which is great, but it can go so much further than this, like getting schools involved and getting unis involved, TAFEs, design schools, music schools, like music businesses. Like, there's so much opportunity for young people to get involved. I think they can definitely take up opportunities because there are out there in Perth, but it's limited, so young people should, read the local papers and find out all these events are advertised in those. Again, just apply for everything, get involved in everything, and it all comes like experience. So then when the time's right for them to, really flourish in the arts, they'll be prepared because they've had all that experience in, smaller festivals or different areas of culture. I definitely think you become more mentally healthy because it's just excellent opportunity for everyone as an individual to express themselves, whether it's through music or art, and I think there's always somebody who's going to appreciate that. So just going down the norm of like just a standard route or following one path that somebody says is the right way to go is just going to limit people too much, and it's healthy to express yourself, and there's always someone who's going to be out there to appreciate it. So get out there and get involved, and it's healthy for the mind.